Hello everyone and welcome to a new video, and today I'm going to show you how to use Google Earth Studio to make magnificent cinematic scenes. It's very easy and simple. All you have to do is to follow my steps, and before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and turn on the notifications. Now the first thing you should do is to go to this website right here by typing in the search bar earth.google.com/studio. And what I recommend doing is to open this website on your Google Chrome browser in order to avoid a lot of bugs that can be found in other browsers. And simply what you're going to do is to sign up on Google Earth Studio using your Google account. And I have explained this in detail in a previous video. I can leave it down in the description, or it can appear on the I section, up on the left or up on the right. And now let's start. First, click on this arrow right here and choose Quick Start. This is going to make the project very simple, and you can also go back and click on blank project and name it as you want and choose the dimensions, duration, frames and the world. You can even make the same scenes on the moon or Mars. You can also change the frame rate per second, but I don't want to make a blank project, so I'm gonna choose one of the quick starts just in order to make the tutorial more easier and to show you the templates that you can find and use it simply. So click on the arrow, then click on Quick Starts, and now here as you can see you have some quick start project. You have this zoom to point, and you can just hover over the project or the template in order to see exactly how does it look. You have here the orbit, spiral, and you can click on this arrow and see more templates, and they will also add more templates but later on. Now what I want actually to use in this project, I want to use this one right here, fly to and orbit, because this is a little bit compound template. So I'm gonna click on it, see if it's highlighted or not, then click on start. And now here as you can see it shows you the globe. You can simply search for whatever place you want, or you can also search here for example, and as you can see right here, whenever I land or point at something it will show me exactly what is this location. So I'm gonna search for pyramids, for example, pyramids of Giza, then I'm gonna click on enter. Then as you can see right now it moved me directly to the pyramids of Giza. Now click on this arrow right here, then here it will show you an example of the video. Actually that wasn't the spot that I wanted, so I'm gonna go back and I want you to make this plus sign right here on exactly the word that you want to focus on. So I'm gonna focus on the greater pyramids right here, then click on this arrow again, and as you can see right now the scene is much more better, but I just want to do some of modifications. Now here as you can see you can change the attitude, you can adjust it as you want. You can also go back with the video and see the scene again. So I'm gonna go back again and adjust it on this side right here, then click on the next arrow. Now I think it's much more better. Yes, it's much more better than before. And you can also change the orbit radius like this, and this approach angle also you can use it if you want to approach from the north. I'm gonna make it 270 for example, then play the video again. As you can see now it's much more better than before, so don't forget to do some modifications. And also you can change the target attitude if you want to overview something like skyscraper or something that high, like Dubai Tower or something. And here you have also this option right here, clockwise, which will change the rotation. If I click on it, as you can see it now rotates from this side. If I uncheck it, it will rotate from the other side. So now you have the basics. Now click on this arrow right here. Now you can change the duration of the video, so I'm gonna make it 30 seconds for example, just a little bit to make it longer. Then click on this icon right here. Now here as you can see it will open up a timeline, and you may feel that you are using a program for video editing. Here you have the scene itself, and you can click on this option right here, camera. As you can see it shows you the actual way that the camera are going to move. You can also go on view, then click on multi-view and click on two viewports in order to see this thing right here, which shows you exactly how the camera will move. And you can also here see more options. On the left side you have the camera position, longitude, and you have here the keyframes that the software has created automatically, and you have here the latitude, attitude and other options. You can simply move with the timeline, and as you can see when I move with the timeline it shows me on the left side how the camera will move, and on the right side how the scene is gonna be. Now if you want to add keyframes you can simply click on this one right here and change the values here in order to get the result that you want. Now I will leave the camera position and go down right here. There are also some other options like camera rotation. You can also add keyframes and do whatever you want. But now let's go to other things that I want you to show. Go to files, then click on project settings, just in order to see how are the dimensions, the frames, and the duration of your video. Now I will leave the dimensions, but you can also adjust as you want. You can choose 4K or 2K resolution, and also the world I'm gonna keep it, but the frame rate I will increase it to 60, and I will change the duration from frames to time code, just in order to show me exactly the time code of my project in seconds, not in frames. Then I'm gonna click on scale existing keyframes to new duration, just in order to make the same effect or put the same keyframes to my new duration. Then click on done, and as you can see right now, it is now 30 seconds on the timeline, so I can actually go to the second that I want to do a modification to and simply adjust it as I want. Now you can add more options to your timeline or to your project. You can click on add attributes, then you can choose the camera target. Our camera target here is the greater pyramid, and you can also choose the field of view, clouds. Here we don't have an ocean, so I'm not gonna choose ocean overlay, but if you are having a scene with ocean or any sea or lake in the same scene, you can choose this one right here, 3D buildings, because here I have some buildings in the background. And I'm gonna also change the time of the day, so I'm gonna click on time of the day. Now these are all the attributes that I need in this project, so I'm gonna click on done, and here, as you can see, you have more options. You have the field of view, you have the environment, you have the time, clouds, and the 3D building. Now make sure that these two options, clouds and 3D buildings, are visible. You can also click on hidden in order to make them hidden in your project. Now let's adjust the field of view. Now, as you can see, in order to understand the field of view, let me show you an example. Now I have it on 20 degree. Now if I increase it, as you can see, now I increased the field of view so I can see more objects, and if I decrease it again, I will see less objects. You can also type the number that you want. I'm gonna make it 15, for example. So now this is very useful in my project. So I'm gonna make it first 50 degree, then I'm gonna see my video, and I want to add a keyframe exactly right here, then go a little bit 3 or 4 seconds and choose the new field of view and make it 20, for example. Then it will set a new keyframe automatically. Now let's see our results. As you can see right now, it do like zoom in. Now it's much more better. You can also click on this icon right here to toggle the full screen. Toggle the full screen right now. As you can see, this is our scene. It looks much more better. You can also go back by click on this icon again. So if you use before some video editing softwares, this is gonna be so easy to you, and you can actually discover a lot of things. Now let's make ease in and ease out. So I'm gonna right click on the keyframe and click on ease out, and also on this keyframe and click on ease in, and this is gonna make the animation more smooth. Now another thing that I want you to see is the time. You can actually change the time of your scene. Now it is 8 past quarter. I want to make it let's say 12, for example, but I don't want it 12 on the morning, so I'm gonna type 24 hours to get 12 o'clock at the night. As you can see right now, you can also see the stars and how the Milky Way appear right here. And you can also change the date. I can make it, for example, in the winter, so I'm gonna choose January, for example. Even the stars changed its location. Now what I want actually to do is to make some keyframes to the times, so I'm gonna choose here, for example, 5 at the dawn. I'm gonna click on keyframe to add the keyframe, then I will go for some seconds and choose another keyframe and type 24. And as you can see, the scene looks incredible. And you can also change the duration and make the animation much more faster by make the keyframes much more near to each other. As you can see now, here is the result. It's much more faster. And now we are done. I think now the video looks very perfect, but there's just a small thing that I want to show you before we leave. You can also change the target or the camera target. As you can see, you have on and off option. And if you want to go one step back, you can click on Ctrl Z, as you do in any video editing software. If you also want to redo, you can click on Ctrl Y. So now you understand me. You can make a lot of modifications and see final result that you want. Now I think this video is very good for me. The result is very satisfying. Now after finishing your project and now you want to render it or export it, you can simply click on render. Then here, as you can see, you can give it a name. I'm gonna name it the Greater Pyramid, for example. Then you can also choose a folder on your computer in order to simply save it. I'm gonna choose this partition, for example, then click on select folder. You can also adjust the dimensions and make sure to make it video MP4 right here. And when you make it video, it will render on the cloud. But if you use image sequence, you can save the image directly into your PC. Now I have chosen video, so it will render in the cloud. Choose the dimensions, frames, and you can actually choose a small part of your video to be rendered by choosing a specific frame to the other frame that you want to stop, and this is the start of your frames and this is the end of your frames. You can also change the place of your Google Earth watermark. I'm gonna leave it here on the top left side, then click on advanced. You can also see more options. Just make sure to make this texture quality high and the map style. You can click on everything just in order to give you the places that you can see beside the pyramids, or you can click on exploration. It will show you just the important spots on the map, or you can simply make it clean in order to make it for a cinematic scene. You can also make it spherical or VR edition. Now click on submit, and as you can see right now, submitting the Greater Pyramid to cloud rendering. Wait till it show you this message successfully sent. And now when I go to animations, then go to cloud renders or press Alt plus Q, I will see here my project and the runtime. Now you can actually close the project or do whatever thing you want. It's just rendering on the cloud. It won't take much time. And once it finishes, it will send you an email to your Gmail inbox so that you can take the video and download it and use it however you want. As you can see right now, it's running. Once it finishes, I will show you exactly the message that is gonna send to me and how you can actually download or take the video. And there's just a small thing that I forgot to tell you, that you can click on Control Save in order to save your project, and don't forget to do such thing. Then click on Save, and you can also export the project. And now here, as you can see, it gives me that the render is ready for download. Now I can open my Gmail and click on this message right here. As you can see, I can download it very easily. Click on download and it will directly download the video onto your PC. Now I'm gonna open the video. As you can see, it's running very smoothly. The video looks perfect. Actually, this is one of the most insane software that Google has created. And that is it. I hope this video is useful to you all. Thanks for watching and see you in a new video.